On to race number 6. This is the first leg of the 6-up, and this is a Class 4 contest over the 1,200 metres, headed by Beauty Applause, a course and distance winner last time out. John Size, Joe Moreira, barrier 4. Meridian Genius, fourth last time out behind Everyone's Joy. Tattenhall Fortune makes his debut. Speedy Dragon, cheek pieces go on behind Beauty Applause, only half a length behind him last time out. Breeze of Spring also makes his debut. Benso from barrier 12. Foodie Princess, the third of the debutantes, and all the way down to Natural Flair, who was a course and distance winner back in March. That was, though, in Class 5 company. Lucky Guy, Foodie Princess and Magic Success are the three horses that have been up at Chongfaro in the last month, Tom.
Having a look at the pace here, good Beauty Applause was able to get out and dictate and roll along in front last time out. Voyage Star, we know he likes to roll forward. Meridian Genius, he's out in an awkward stall of gate number 10. I don't think they'll want to stay out there, so it wouldn't surprise me at all to see him a little bit further forward. Foodie Princess is interesting on debut, and Speedy Dragon's had a good year. He should be able to hold the leaders back.
Yeah, Speedy Dragon got within a half of this horse last start, the flashy-looking Beauty Applause. He worked on the 27th. It was absolutely pouring, belting rain when he worked, but he coped with it well, and then he had better conditions on the 30th, just moving through what was still a fairly sloppy dirt track. Meridian Genius down the back stretch, drawn barrier 10. He struggled to win one, but he's close and consistent in his efforts, filling placings so far from most of his 5 starts. He's going to need a touch of luck, but he's going well. And Magic Success, he bled at his most recent start pack at the end of December. He does go in well fresh. He's, on average, up about 40 pounds in body weight since he's gone to John Moore from David Hall. So I'll be interested to see what Jenny's report is on him fresh. All
right, let's start off with Beauty Applause and that last start win. Now, Speedy Dragon did close on him quite strongly here. He gets the cheek pieces on. They've both drawn well. Voyage Star involved as well.
Yeah, Voyage Star from 11 is probably going to charge forward, so I presume Joe will try and find the lead on Beauty Applause, potentially hold out the early speedsters wider out, and then try and kick again.
Yeah, it was a good effort from Beauty Applause here. He looks like he seems to do it fairly comfortably when he rolls along in front. He had a good kick here. You can see Speedy Dragon closing off nicely. Those are definitely two I want amongst the tips, those two.
Yeah. All right. He's got a £4 turnaround, Speedy Dragon, and that gear change as well. What about Joyful Heart here over course and distance, finishing 5th behind Diamond Brilliant?
Thought this was a terrific run, all considered. He had a fair bit of trouble in this race, Joyful Heart. And, of course, he won on debut down the straight 1,000 metres at Sha Tin. It was quite an impressive performance. I get the feeling he's a nice horse. I'm going to take a chance with him. I think potentially there will be some pace out wide. You can see there he's held up. He can't really get clear running, and then he sort of just snatched up towards the end. It's a run you'd be sort of going, if you took a ticket with him, but I think you can potentially get some back if you follow up.
And he had all that happen to him. He also got sort of checked at the 900 as well, so there were plenty of things that went against him on that occasion.
All right, Magic Success, the last one we'll have a look at here. Now, he's been off the track for a little while. Last time we saw him was the 29th of December. In actual fact, when he finished behind Speedy Dragon.
Yeah, this trial I didn't think was too bad here. You can see him in the black cap, 3 off the rail, coming to the inside of the pink and the green there, Magic Success. Crossover noseband, he's had 2 trials up at Chongfaro, 4th and a 2nd. This is the 4th, the most recent one, and he seemed to go to the line under here, under a decent hold, I thought.
Yeah, he definitely did. He definitely did. I'm not quite sure what to do with him. I think he's obviously interesting. Zach Purton, John Moore again. I've got him in the tips, but I'll tip around him.
Yeah, I'll be watching, I think, this time as well. Interesting he's moved. He was with David Hall previously. Another short one here, Brett. Beauty Applause, 2's on at this stage.
He is, yeah. He's quite skinny at that quote. I'm going to take a chance here with Joyful Heart on an each-way basis. I think he was very unlucky last start. Beauty Applause is a nice horse on the way through, but I don't think he's a $1.50 chance in this. I wouldn't be stepping into to that. I'd be rather be shopping around for a bit of value. Voyage Star, I think, will charge across. If he gets across to the rail, we saw him earlier on in the season lead all the way over Brave Baby, who ran well Wednesday night. And Magic Success is the little query runner. I've got him in 4th, but I'm happy to play the 2 each way. 2, 1, 5, 13.
One on top for me, Beauty Applause, but there's no frills about the 150 price at the moment for him. Meridian Genius, I think he's a player. Wouldn't be surprised if they try and roll the dice and go forward with him and get closer to the rail from that wide stall. Joyful Heart, unlucky last start, and Speedy Dragon through and couldn't quite find a spot for Voyage Star, but I'd be keeping him safe as well. 1, 3, 2 and 6.
All right, yeah, I think Beauty Applause is probably the hardest to beat, but Speedy Dragon, I think I'll get pretty close once more. So that's the cue for me, the 1 and the 6 in race number 6. Again, a short break for us. Come back with the 7th. Get ever closer to the feature race, race number 9, which is the Lion Rock Trophy.